Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here as an advisor from JP Morgan. My name is Mackenzie Whale, and I'm going to be advising you and recommending what you should do with your Flight Centre shares. I will also be talking about how Flight Centre's DCF and relative valuations have impacted on whether you should sell, hold or buy your Flight Centre shares. Lastly, I will discuss the current travel industry as a whole at the moment in comparison to Flight Centre as a whole at the moment. The company Flight Centre that I'll be discussing with you today is one of the biggest travel groups in the world. It has business operations in more than 23 countries around the world. Additionally, Flight Centre has a massive company that is called Corporate Traveller under its conglomerate that networks throughout 90 countries around the world. It is the objective of Flight Centre to become the largest and most successful corporate traveller company by having business operations in more than 50 countries and 80,000 employees based around the world by the year 2035. As you can see from this table, market capitalisation for Flight Centre is $3,468 million and the market cap is $2,270 million. This shows that Flight Centre is very liquid, so if they were to experience a downturn in the market, they would have the liquidity to ride it out. Also, the future forecast of Flight Centre is that revenue is going to increase from $3,066 million going up, all the way up to until 2022, where it will be $3,316 million. This shows reason as to why to buy Flight Centre shares, as they are forecast to have incrementally larger revenue growth over the next 4 years. However, the current stock price is $34.40 and the price target is $37. The PBT margin is falling below 1%, which isn't meeting the target of 2% that Flight Centre has set as a goal. This shows targets aren't being met. Revenue margins have been falling due to online booking and more competition within the travel industry, which has eroded the ability for Flight Centre to charge service fees. Regardless, that Flight Centre isn't meeting its growth targets. The stock price is currently lower than what it should be according to JP Morgan report, and therefore it is recommended that the share price is bought. Reinforcing a major reason why Flight Centre should be bought is the positive earnings corporate travel has shown in this financial year to date in new growth areas such as the United States of America, which will increase revenue and market share as it only has 5% of the market share in the USA. Another reason to buy Flight Centre shares is due to the upgrade in the new GDS, Global Distribution System, which has caused a downturn in the Australian leisure business, but due to it now being complete, we will now see a rise in productivity, sales staff, and most advantageous numbers within Flight Centre. Also, the Flight Centre Enterprise Bargaining Agreement, the EBA, has been ratified. The direction of the company will now move back to cost cutting and growth for Flight Centre as a whole. Even though targets haven't been met regarding growth, the strong financial data and the company's leadership position in the market makes investing desirable and opportunistic. At this current stage in time, the virus called COVID-19 has caused a drop in confidence within society that the virus may spread around the world and causes massive lockdowns as it has in China. Additionally, the increase in competitors and ease of booking online means decreases in sales, and scandals such as the 2018 underpay can also frighten off investors. A DCF valuation was done in order to fund the value of investing in Flight Centre. To find a DCF, you fund the present value of the expected cash flows, discounted at the WACC of 8.5%, taking into account the terminal growth rate of 2%. As you can see from this slide, by finding firm value and value of equity, you can discover the value per share, which is $105.19. According to this valuation, Flight Centre is undervalued as it trades at a share price of $34.40. Based on Flight Centre's FCFF, this information is useful for when deciding whether to buy or sell or hold Flight Centre shares. Because the stock is undervalued, it means the financial risk is reduced and profit has increased. This is a positive result when wanting to invest in a stock like Flight Centre. Moving on to relative valuation. By comparing Flight Centre's financial data to that of its industry peers, a conclusion can be made as to whether to buy, hold or sell shares. As we can see from the high price earnings ratio and earnings per share in the company, it is in a strong financial position. The price to sales, dividends per share, profit before tax, and enterprise value are all indicating strong profits, demand and stability. Competitors such as Expedia and Core Travel Management highlight the industry average. Flight Centre has the highest P/E, suggesting a competitive advantage over its peers. Its earnings per share and price to sales is at the industry average. Its earnings per share would benefit from bearing slightly higher to remain the strongest competitor. Flight Centre should be bought based on the DCF and relative valuation analysis. This is because they are undervalued. I believe that the additional reason that I advise that you buy Flight Centre shares is due to the impact that the coronavirus have had on the share price in lowering it slightly. The recommendation is also solidified through the potential expansion opportunities Flight Centre have planned. Their leadership position in the industry, through buying this stock, it presents an opportunity to go long and have a less risky profits. In conclusion, through conducting valuation